Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kisha. For those of you who are new here, I blog every day at kjaggers.com. The link is below. So as you can tell from the title of the video, this video is about our dog, Super Cooper. And we have been battling some health problems with him. So I thought I would share what's been working for us, what hasn't, his menu, his food, his exercise routine, the prescriptions he's on, because the pet videos that I have posted on here have helped so many people. Now, I know if you don't have a dog, you don't really need to be watching this. And even if you don't have a dog who is dealing with epilepsy and seizures, there's still going to be some great points about food and nutrition, exercise, all that good stuff in these videos. I don't know if they'll be bi-weekly or weekly. We'll just kind of wait and see. This intro will be the same on all videos, just in case someone new is watching. So let's get into it and start talking about Cooper. Cooper is our 100-pound golden retriever. He's 7 years old, and we've had zero health problems with him until this year, 2014. So we started noticing him having seizures, and we really didn't know what they were at first, but we figured it out pretty quickly, and it's really nerve-wracking. It's scary, and I understand if you have a pet that is going through the same thing, and maybe this video can help you. So before we get going into all of his food and exercise, I do want to explain what Cooper is on. So in the mornings, he gets the ProSense Daily Vitamin, 2 of these. You can find these at your grocery store. And then he also gets 2 of the Pet Armor Vet Trust Maximum Health Joint Health Maximum, there you go. And he is also on phenobarbital. He's supposed to take 1 tablet twice a day. He's on Mobic, which I keep in here, which is more for his hips. He's also on B1, otherwise known as thiamine, for brain development and muscle contraction and nerve issues. So the vet recommended that. He also has doggy Valium diazepam. I just keep 1 in here because we have kids. I don't want them getting a hold of the medication. But this is for if he has a seizure, after he has kind of come out of it, try to get a pill in him to keep him from having another one, because he seems to have a seizure, then another seizure, and then other seizures. But usually sometime in between all of them, I can probably get a pill down his throat. Now, I also have a book that I record everything in, and we also have this very simple little chart that I hang on the refrigerator. It's got the dates, it's got his medicines, tells how full or how much he ate on everything, if we gave him his medicine. And then at the end of the week, I transferred this information into this book. It just seems to work easier. We have kids and my husband, and sometimes other people will give him medication, like the house sitter or maybe my husband, and I need to know that they gave it to him. So we have this little system. I found this at the Dollar Tree for like $1. It just hangs up on our refrigerator. So Cooper is overweight, obviously, at 100 pounds. We're trying to get him to lose some weight. We put him on a healthier diet. I'm going to explain all about that in just a minute within the video, but I hope that this is helpful. Now, so far, since he's been on the medication for about 2 weeks, no seizures, no issues, except being very lethargic from the phenobarbital. But we started him on 1 pill. We upped him to 2 because that's what the vet wants. He's a mess on 2, and now we're back to 1, and then later this week I'll probably put it up to somewhere around 1.5. So we're going to kind of learn together. If you have a dog with epilepsy or seizures, I'd love to hear from you and love to hear your thoughts and what you really think about it. So, and what's helping you, what's helping your dog, and how do you cope? I'd love to hear from you. If you have questions for me, I can do my best to answer them. I'm doing my, So I'm just learning like the rest of you. I don't have all the answers, and that's why I'm putting these up. Number one, to show you what we're doing to kind of help with the epilepsy. Two, to maybe get some ideas from you guys if you're dealing with a dog or cat or any other animal for that matter who is dealing with seizures. Maybe we can all help each other. So one of the things the vet wanted to point out was no plastic bowls. It's fine to store your dry food in plastic bowls. It's not okay to feed your dogs or give them water in plastic bowls. The wetness, if that's a word, the water or the wet food bring up the chemicals out of that plastic. So we switched his, you'll see in a minute, we switched his bowls. The cats eat out of wood bowls, so they're safe. But we switched these bowls, we switched the food, we've switched everything. And I'm going to take you through it all. And this might be bi-weekly, it might be weekly, I'm not sure. Leave me your thoughts and comments below. And let me know how you like this video. I know that not everybody will want to watch it if you don't have a dog. But if you do, and even if your dog doesn't have seizures, maybe you'll still get some good tips on nutrition and exercise. So thanks so much for watching. Let's get going and see what Cooper did this week. So Super Cooper's gourmet dog food tonight is 1 cup of the revolutionary Blue Wilderness duck food with about, I don't know, a half a cup of pumpkin and 4 green beans cut up small. So this is what he's having tonight. Let's hope he likes it. Yeah, it makes me happy. You must like the pumpkin. So the leftover pumpkin, which is quite a bit, I'm just going to store in the refrigerator and get into it, you know, when I want to feed it to him. I'm going to try to get 1 can in him a week, maybe. I don't know, maybe more. I haven't decided, but I bought 4. He's probably got 2 more servings in this, and I don't know if I'm going to mix it in every night, but this pumpkin will stay fresh, just like that. Okay, so Cooper's workout today is going to be slow. He's wanting to run. Can you tell? See how far up he is? Let me show you. He's on 5. Put it on 6 and give him a little bit, but I can't run him much. So for Cooper's dinner tonight, I'm steaming some broccoli. I'm just going to put the lid on. Steamed broccoli is great for your pet, just like it's great for you. It's full of fiber. It will help make them feel fuller longer. And I'm making it first, so it has a chance to cool down before I make the rest of his dinner. So for Cooper's dinner, I have 1 cup of the Blue Wilderness duck evolutionary food. I have, I don't know, about a half a cup really of steamed broccoli that has cooled, and about a half a cup of leftover apple from breakfast that he had. So he doesn't like broccoli, and to get him to eat it, I'm going to go ahead and give him the can of Blue Wilderness Hearty Duck Beef Stew. I'm not too fond of giving him canned food anymore, but I have it, and I'm going to go ahead and feed it to him. I think I'm just going to do half and half, and then get the broccoli in and get the apple in, and we're going to mix it up, and that's going to fill him up with, you know, fiber and vitamins and nutrients, and it's going to be delicious. So there's his healthy dinner, and that is what he is having tonight. No complaints with the broccoli yet, huh? He's hungry, so that's really good. And he's going to get the apple and the broccoli in him, and he's going to fill up, you know, because of the fibers and those items. And by the way, I took his bowl out of the raised holder, and I will feed him out of it, but we are going away, and the house sitter is going to come over, and you have to kind of coax him to eat out of it. I didn't think she would take that much time. So until we get back and I'm home full time, I'm just letting him eat on the floor, but still in the metal pans. So for Cooper's breakfast today, we have 1 cup of the Blue Wilderness dog food. about a half an apple. And yesterday I just did apple and dog food, but, you know, he wasn't too crazy about it. He was hungry and he ate. But I'm going to add, you know, a good 3 or 4 tablespoons of pumpkin just to kind of sweeten it up even more and get him to eat it. Okay, so for Cooper's dinner tonight, he's getting a little bit more. He did not have any breakfast. He hasn't eaten all day. It's about 7:30. I'd left this out, and he just never touched it. So he has 1 cup of the Blue Wilderness evolutionary duck dog food. I also cut up probably close to a cup of fresh broccoli, and this is not steamed, it's cold, and I just chopped it up very finely. And I have a can of Blue Wilderness hearty beef stew. I know he's hungry. He didn't have breakfast, and if he's going to get that dog food, he's definitely going to have some broccoli too. So I'm going to put the broccoli in on top of the dry dog food. Get it all in there because we're going to kind of hide it. And then we're going to dump it in. This one. I'm going to mix it up slightly. And that is Cooper's dinner. So he's got 1 cup of the dry, 1 can, and about a cup of broccoli. And you can see he's hungry. So we're going to go feed him. Doesn't look like there's any complaints there, even with the broccoli. And he's not a huge broccoli fan. He used to just take it and eat everything in the bowl except for the broccoli. But now I'm pretty much forcing him to eat it when I put all that wet, tasty dog food on top of it. And I give him his vitamins and his pills in the evening. So after he's done eating, I will give him his medication. So as you already saw, for Cooper, he gets his vitamins in the morning, he gets his fish oil in the morning, and he gets his like over-the-counter hip medication in the morning. And then when he's done eating, he gets his Mobic, his seizure pills, and his B1. That way, these need to be taken with food. The other ones don't, and sometimes with the fish oil, if you're not careful, they can, you know, get diarrhea. So it's best to give it to them during the day when you can watch and see if they need outside, or, you know, if it doesn't cause them any trouble. Cooper doesn't have any trouble with it, but I still give it in the morning. But when he's done eating, he'll get that combination. So for Cooper's breakfast this morning, we have 1 cup of the Blue Wilderness evolutionary duck dry dog food. And I'm just serving it up with 1 apple chopped up. I'm just going to put the apple right in, and that is his breakfast. So Cooper is getting his workout. We're going to go about 10 minutes like this, just to help wear him out a little bit. Doesn't he look happy? Happier than me on that treadmill. That a good boy, Cooper. All right, pumpkin, apple, and dog food. Looks delicious, huh? Time to feed Cooper. And give him his morning vitamins. And while he's on break, I'm just throwing in his vitamins and letting him eat. Get to eating it. He woke up hungry, and that's good. Getting his vitamins. Getting his food. Go ahead, get eating. And let him get his belly full. Now I'm just having him walk. I'm going to let him walk for about 10 or 15 minutes. I'm going to go inside for a minute and just let him do his thing, and he will be just fine. So many of you might wonder, how do I get the dog on the treadmill? It's so easy. He just walks right on up and I turn it on. But when you're training a dog or a puppy to get on the treadmill, you want to make sure it's off. You want to have a leash on them. You want to get them up on the treadmill straight. Hold the leash with this hand and have somebody else turn it on. Once they're on it, they won't come off. I've never seen Cooper get off the treadmill ever without me turning it off. So, you know, after a little bit of time, you can build it up, and raise the incline or give them a better workout, but just for starting off, you know, you don't want to exert them too much, and you don't want to, you know, hurt their joints and their legs. So just keep it at a moderate pace until the dog is really quite used to it. So right now it's 4 o'clock. I'm going to give him about 15 to 20 minutes walking at 3. Well, walking at, what's he walking at? He's walking at 3.5, and he's got an incline, no, he's walking at 4.0, and he's got an incline of 3.5. You can see it's not very inclined. I don't want to, you know, wear him out too much to begin with. And here he is. Are you having fun? Hi, Cooper. Hi. Now you know this exercise shit is real, don't you? Yeah. I know I should be on it with you, but this is for you. Hi, Cooper. Hi. And a pretty doggy. So for Cooper's dinner tonight, I'm going to take this squash and I'm going to clean it really good, clean the skin, and then I'm going to steam it, the entire thing. I've got the pumpkin out getting to room temperature, and I'm going to serve it up with about a cup and a half of his dry dog food. So this is super healthy, and I'm just going to steam it right on top of the stove. So for Cooper's dinner tonight, I am serving him up 1.5 cups of the Blue Wilderness Evolutionary Duck Formula dog food. I'm giving him 1.5 cups opposed to 1 because he's not getting any kind of meat tonight. So this is basically his protein. I'm going to take that steamed squash and add it right on top. And then I'm going to take the rest of his pumpkin, which is about that much, and I'm going to mix it right in. And just to make it a little extra delightful, I'm going to add, I don't know, about a half a cup of hot water. I'm going to stir it all up. So this is a warm dinner with the warm squash and the warm water, and I mixed it all up. I think he's going to gobble this right down. This is perfect, a warm dinner after a day of exercise. Now, we have a house sitter coming, and I don't want her to try to put her hands in Cooper's mouth to give him his pills. So tonight, I am trying out putting his pills right in the food. So we have right here, this one right here is his B1. This is his seizure medicine. He gets 2 now. He just starts 2 tonight. And this is his Mobic for his hips. So I'm going to mix those in a little bit. Kind of get some of that flavor on them. And let's see if Cooper's ready to eat. Yep, dog approved. He's hungry. Hopefully he eats the squash and the pills. And sometimes I have to coax him, you know, like, come on, finish it up, finish it up. Eat it before the kitty eats it. That's a big one around here. He knows exactly what I mean. But if they don't want to eat on their own, I think it's best to kind of help them. Just be patient. If you have to, get a spoon, and sometimes they'll lick it right off the spoon. So another thing I'm doing for Cooper is just taking some chicken breasts that I kind of cubed up, and I'm just going to saute them in a hot skillet with a little bit of olive oil, no salt and pepper, no anything, just chicken breast and a little bit of olive oil, and that way the chicken will be prepared for whatever night I want to give it to him for dinner. Okay, so this morning for Cooper, we have 1.5 cups of the Blue Wilderness Duck Dog Food. Have half a carrot cut up and half an apple. And I'm going to use the other halves in his dinner, and I opened a new can of pumpkin. So in go the fruit for breakfast and the carrot. And I'm going to put some pumpkin in and mix it up. And then I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of warm water in it. And then stir it one more time. Warm water kind of gives them a gravy. And makes it a little warm for them. Alright, so vitamins on top. There we go. Let's go feed him. And he's liking it. Yay! So we are going on a trip, and I had to get things ready for Cooper. He's going to stay home. The house sitter is going to be here to watch him and feed him and take care of him, along with the cats. And the veterinarian did let me know that it's better if they're home with epilepsy instead of being boarded, because if they fall on concrete, which is, you know, where they board them, it could be much more harsh on Cooper's body and dangerous. So he's going to stay home, and I had to get stuff ready. I got each little container ready. So there's Thursday's dinner and kibble, and Thursday's dinner with chicken, green beans, and sweet potato. And each container has each dry container for each, you know, meal has another container that has wet ingredients that he will be having. Like for dinner on Saturday, you can see he's got squash, green beans, sweet potato, and chicken. So he should love that. And breakfast pretty much consists of a little bit of canned dog food. I'm talking maybe 2 tablespoons, pumpkin, apple, and it gets mixed up with the dry, as you guys have seen before. So this is completely ready for her. And I also got his medication ready. You can see I just labeled it in baggies, and it's easy for her just to put in his food, which I've been working on, you know, getting him to, you know, eat his food and take his pills at the same time, so she don't have to stick her fingers in his mouth and maybe get nervous. So that is Cooper's dinner menu lined up, and hopefully she'll be able to figure everything out with ease. And I will get back on track with showing you what his daily meals are after we get back home. But you can see I've gotten everything ready. All of the wet ingredients, if you will, are freshly prepared, and they will go into the refrigerator. And when she gets the dog food ready, she will put about a cup of hot water in with it and mix in one of these containers, and it will warm up the cold food and give him kind of like a hot meal. And I also labeled them so she will know exactly what she needs to do and when. Cooper's dinner tonight is 2 cups of the Blue Wilderness Duck Evolutionary Dry Dog Food. He hasn't been feeling well, so I'm going to give this to him probably for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for a couple days. So Cooper is getting his exercise today. Right now he's on 4 with no incline, and he's going to be on here for about 15 minutes, take about a 20-minute break, and then once the sun goes down, I'll put him on here for another 15 to 20 minutes. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have a dog that's battling epilepsy or having seizures, I'd love for you to comment below, even if you just have some tips or anything that's working for you. Now, if you're wondering how I got Cooper on the treadmill, I plan on doing a little clip in the upcoming video showing you how to do it. Super easy. I don't think I've ever met one dog who won't do it. I just don't think I've ever seen that. So, with his bad hips, I don't, you know, run him a whole lot anymore, but he does fine just walking on it. So thank you guys for watching. Again, leave your comments and questions below. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. So for Cooper's dinner tonight, he is getting a can of the Blue Wilderness beef and chicken grill with a cup of the Blue Wilderness Duck Evolutionary Dog Food. He has been on dry food only for, I think, 2 or 3 days. So I'm going to go ahead and spoil him tonight and give him just 1 can with 1 cup. So we have his vitamins, his pills, all in there. I mixed just a little bit of hot water, and let's see if he's hungry. So his pills are right down there in his food. He eats them right up. It's much easier than putting them in his throat and blowing in his nose. And he's going to enjoy his big dinner tonight because he had such a long, you know, walk. He walked for about 35 minutes tonight, and he hasn't had canned food in weeks. Well, in days, that is. No, weeks. Weeks. So he's had vegetables and pumpkin and everything else every other night. So we're going to have to keep a good eye on him and let him out, but He seems to be enjoying it. So now that you've seen how I'm feeding him and his exercise, I know there was a ton of exercise in this video, but we're getting there. We're building him up slowly. I hope this has been helpful, and I hope that maybe we can all help each other. YouTube is a wonderful community for that. If you have a dog with seizures or epilepsy, you can definitely leave me a comment below. Let me know maybe what your vet recommended, what you're trying at home, prescriptions, all natural, all of it. I want to hear from you. And the cat videos are some of the biggest videos I've ever made on YouTube. And I'm not sure if this is going to be real popular or not, but it's still out there to help whomever needs, you know, maybe a little guidance with a dog with epilepsy. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.